Today the lesson is 8.5 and we're learning about adding and subtracting polynomials. And this is actually not very difficult. It really comes down to combining like terms. And that is something that we've been doing for quite a while now. What we have to understand with polynomials is that when we say like terms, what we mean is we have to have the variable raised to the same power. So for instance, x squared and 3x squared, they're like terms that can be combined. And of course, x squared is the same thing as 1x squared. So 1x squared plus 3x squared is equal to 4x squared. Okay, so that's easy enough. So when we have an entire polynomial, say for instance, we're asked to add 6n squared minus 4, and that's inside parentheses, plus a negative 2n squared plus 9, we have to combine the like terms. So 6n squared and a negative 2n squared is 4n squared. Okay, a negative 4 and a positive 9 is a positive 5. So we simply combine like terms. And it's very important to remember it has to be the same variable raised to the same power in order for us to consider them to be like terms. So let's do another example. If we have 2b cubed minus 4b plus b squared, okay, and then we're adding that to negative 9b squared plus 3b cubed. Once again, just combine like terms. We have a b cubed and a b cubed. So 2b cubed plus 3b cubed would be 5b cubed. Okay, then we have a b squared and a negative 9b squared. Add those together and we would get a negative 8b squared. If we combine, let's see, there's nothing to combine the negative 4b with, so we just have the negative 4b left there on the end by itself. And it's important that when we write these, we want to write these in terms of, put them in descending order in terms of their powers. So that's what we did here. We had cubed and then squared and then to the first power. So that is in descending order like we want it. And that's it. So if we go to one, let's do one that's subtraction, that instead of having a plus sign here, we'll have a minus sign. Okay, so this example will be 4g cubed minus 5g, and then a subtraction sign, 2g cubed plus 4g. Okay, so once again, combine like terms. So 4g and 2g, it's important to remember that this is not plus, this is minus. So 4g cubed minus 2g cubed, and I could put that in parentheses. And then I have these two are like terms, the 5g and the 4g. So we would have a negative 5g, and then we want to be sure that we realize that it's minus the 4g, okay? So minus 4g. Remember that this subtraction sign subtracts the 2g cubed, but it also subtracts the 4g as well. So remember that we want to subtract the 4g. And then 4g minus 2g cubed is 2g cubed. And negative 5g minus 4g is the same thing as negative 5g plus a negative 4g, so that would be a negative 9g. Okay, and then we're done. We've combined like terms and we're finished. So all of the problems tonight will be similar to this. There's just one other method that you might want to consider using. You don't have to, but if it makes it a little bit easier for you, you could take the polynomials and add them vertically in columns. What I mean by that is say we want to add 3x squared minus 4x plus 8. And we want to add to that a negative 7x squared plus 2x minus 5. Then what we could do is put one underneath the other. So I'll rewrite the top one, and then put the other polynomial right below it, making sure that I have the like terms underneath the proper term so that all my like terms are lined up. And then I could go ahead and add that way. 3 plus a negative 7 is a negative 4x squared. Negative 4 plus 2 is a negative 2x. 8 minus 5 is a positive 3. So there's my answer. So I can either choose to do it just, combining like terms, or if it helps to put one underneath the other, matching up the like terms so that you have like terms up and down, one on top of the other, then you could do it that way as well. And that's the homework for tonight.